And Lions Nation, we have a cornerback emergency on our hands. Cornerback emergency. Terrion Arnold out IR 4 games. 4 games minimum. Now, do the math. There's only 5 games left in the season. You think they're going to really throw him back out there in that Week 18 matchup? I don't think so. So let's just call it what it is. Terrion Arnold probably done for the season. I've seen a couple reports that are saying he's got to have shoulder surgery, so that puts it in my head that we're not going to see Terrion Arnold again until 2026. Maybe a miraculous playoff run if we happen to be fortunate enough, but not putting a lot of eggs into that basket given the circumstances of the team lately. 4 games minimum, possibly 5. I'm calling it the season. Who's going to step up? Who's going to step up in his role? This is the same old song and dance. You guys know the drill. It's probably going to be some combination of Rock Ya-Sin and Avonte Maddox moving to safety, Meek Robertson stepping into that cornerback position again, something he's done time after time after time. So I'm pretty confident with him. But then we got to look at the Kirby Joseph factor. I know he practiced today. I've seen the videos. I've seen the clips. He's got that Winter Soldier leg on. It's bionic. It's the leg version of the Winter Soldier, I should say. It's just you can't even really see his leg. It looks like just the world's largest knee brace that I've ever seen, from thigh all the way down to his calf. It looked like, but I don't know. I guess he looked good in some drills, but guys, I don't know. This secondary is starting to take some hits now. This defense has just been put through it these last 2 years, man. I don't know. It's frustrating. If you can't tell, I'm frustrated with all these injuries. Nothing you can do. It's part of the game. Our backs are against the wall. We got the Dallas Cowboys coming in here in a couple days, and I was talking with a buddy of mine at work, and I said, hey, the Dallas Cowboys, I think, have the best receiving core in football with George Pickens, CeeDee Lamb, Jake Ferguson, a couple other guys, Ronnie Turpin. Like, they got some dudes who are some playmakers for them at wide receiver, and now Kirby Joseph, he's not going to be 100%. Will he play? Possibly. It's a potential of him playing. I haven't seen him in a couple months, though, so how much football is he going to be willing to play or able to play? Is he going to be 100%? Is he going to be limited? Snap count? I don't know. And now you throw in this Terrion Arnold situation. We got to go against those 2 receivers with Meek Robertson and DJ Reed. I think that's probably going to be a key in our game day episode that we're going to be talking about come probably Thursday morning. But this roster, this depth chart's getting thin, guys. It's just absolutely getting really, really thin. Can they hold it together? Can the Detroit Lions hold this thing together and somehow limp into the playoffs? I'm going to be honest. I feel like the Lions on Thursday are playing for their lives. The life support is on. The machine is breathing for us. Our bodies are physically present, but are we going to get into the playoffs, guys? I don't know. After Thursday, we'll have to see. I don't want to say that it's over before the game's played. You still got to show up on game day at 8:15 when the ball goes in the air, and you got to play ball. That's all it comes down to. People have got to step up. We've seen it all last year, but it's starting to just feel like the same old song and dance where we're putting Band-Aids on some bullet holes. We're not getting a good pass rush from our defense, and now our secondary is getting banged up. Our offensive line is struggling to block. Frank Ragnow's back to retirement. Like, it's just been a bad week for Lions, man. We've got our butts whooped by the Packers, and then immediately after that, it's, hey, Frank, thought you were coming back. Actually, you're going to be done for the year. Grade 3 hamstring strain, which we haven't talked about here. So I don't know. I feel like ever since the Packers game, it's just been a steady run of bad news, man. And I hate to hop on here and deliver the news if you guys aren't in the social media world and you're getting the news right from me. I'm not sure, but I hate to be the one who has to deliver this time in and time out the last 2 seasons. I don't know. It just felt like our defense was kind of getting closer to healthy. You know, before this Terrion Arnold stuff, we had 10 starters, and now we're down to 9, which isn't a crazy number, but I don't know. When your defensive front 4 is not really producing or getting the job done, and now you're exposing your secondary a little bit more, in my opinion, with probably forcing them to cover a little bit longer while the pass rush is trying to get home. I need to see some stuff before I start believing. You can sit here and tell me that, you know, everything's going to be great. Everything's going to be wonderful. This is going to be the week that we get 8 sacks on Dak Prescott, and he's going to be running for his life. But from what I've really seen up in since the Ravens game, where we were just dominating the line of scrimmage, that defensive line of the Lions has kind of been up and down. We've talked about Brad Holmes, some of his swings and misses. We've talked about how to fix it. Can it be fixed this year? Guys, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know. I try to get on here and be optimistic. I try to be positive and find an angle to work where we can get into the playoffs and still win a Super Bowl. But 7-5, that's not the end of the world. But I don't know. It's looking grim. It's looking pretty grim, guys. I'm not sure what else to say. It's just same old song and dance, injuries. Dan, Brad, what are we going to do in the offseason? You know, I'll be honest with you guys. I don't usually confess this. This is something I haven't done in a long time. After that Packers game, dark hole. I was in a dark hole. It's bad. Bad. Football world's bad. This was probably the worst weekend of Michigan sports that I've ever seen. Red Wings are on a losing streak. The Pistons lost to the Celtics. The Lions lost on Thanksgiving. Michigan football got absolutely pimp smacked by Ohio State. Injuries for the Lions. Frank Ragnow retiring again. Terrion Arnold, Kirby Joseph in his bionic leg. It's just, I don't know, the last 6 days have just taken a toll on me from a sports standpoint. But anything can happen. It's Monday night right now. We have Tuesday, Wednesday to put a game plan together. Thursday, we got to go out and execute. What that's going to look like, I'll just give you a little sneak peek. I think it's going to be a very, very high-scoring game. But Dallas has kind of surprised me, honestly. And when they traded Micah Parsons, I was like, okay, maybe they're tanking, trying to get some picks, try to rebuild a little bit around Dak, get whatever they think they need, reload that defense. But they're playing some pretty good ball. They're not only playing for a wild card spot, but they have a chance at their division still. So they kind of turned things around. We got a tough opponent coming in here. The battle for America's team. Is that what we're going to call this one? Everyone hates the Cowboys. I expect this to be a very, very good game, but you know, these injuries, it's a problem. It was a problem last year. Somehow, some way, we found a way to get through all those injuries and end up with the 1 seed, 15-2, best record in Detroit Lions franchise history, and only to get knocked out in essentially our first round of the playoffs. Second round technically, but our first game, we couldn't make it past Washington. Injuries were a factor then. They're starting to show their face again here. I don't know, guys. I mean, I think other Lions fans are the same way, because I've seen some of the beat writers dropping some mock drafts for the Lions, and usually I don't do that until the final whistle of the season. I start looking like, okay, hey, this is where we are. We're officially picked, whatever, 29, 18, 7, whatever, wherever the cards fall. That's when I start looking. But I don't know. I'm going to have to start doing some glimpses. I'm by no means writing off the season, but yes, I do sound and I do show that I'm a little down in the dumps with it when it comes to the Detroit Lions right now. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. It's rough. I want to go in and be confident every Sunday that we're going to win football games, but I haven't seen us play great offense and great defense together. It seems like 1 week it's great defense, iffy offense. Next week, great offense, iffy defense. We're just not putting it together. I don't know what the problem is. I mean, I know it's the offensive line. Everyone keeps hammering it, and I'm in that same boat. But how do we get this fixed? And then you throw some injuries on top of it. It's just, you got one layer of problems, and then you add 5 or 6 more with some of these injuries, and then it just starts really, really taking its toll. So let me know how you guys are feeling. Hey, we can be honest here. If you guys think that the Lions are going to the Super Bowl and we're going to win the thing, I want nothing more than you to be right. If you're more in my boat of, this is kind of a do or die on Thursday against the Cowboys. Season's on the line. 7-6 doesn't look good, especially with the NFC standings and who you've lost to, and in the tiebreaker situations doesn't favor us at all. So leave it in the comments. No hard feelings. If you feel the opposite of me, it's perfectly fine. That's why we show our faces and we do the content, to have these discussions and to figure out what everyone's thinking. And real quick, now that the show is kind of over, members giveaway update. I know some people are harping because we haven't done it. We promised that it would be done by Thanksgiving. Friday afternoon. My schedule's clear. Wife and the daughter are going up to visit some family in Lansing for the night, so I'll be home. Little guys' night by myself, me and the dog. I'm going to hop on. I'm going to do a members giveaway Friday. I don't know what my memorabilia item is going to be yet. I don't know what my jersey is, but I have some gift cards. I have some bobbleheads. Thursday morning, I'll have a little bit of time to go get those items, so I'm going to be a little rushed. I will not be able to do it Thursday, but Friday afternoon, members giveaway. Book it 100%. You can lock it in. You have my word. It will be sometime Friday. It'll have to be like something traumatic would have to happen for this live show not to happen. I don't want to commit to a time because I'm not 100% sure, but it'll be sometime in the afternoon. Stick around, hit that like button. I'll be back later with another show.